Excuse me, sir, could you give me some directions?
Where are you headed, young man?
Home, actually. This college campus can get pretty confusing. If you can point me in the direction of the highway, I can make it from there.
Here, take this map. You'll be fine if you just follow the map and keep right.
Myristica Studios presents Keep Right.
Alright, we're done in the dish pit.
And we're finished in front. The closing of the restaurant is now done.
So are we ready for the meeting?
We are, but where's the assistant manager? Right here, kids. Now gather round. I got news for you. You remember how the college busted those Dean's List students? Called them the Ivy Ring? Our customers talk about it all the time.
Sure. Some people actually say they're innocent.
Most say they're guilty. It's awesome to see the best students get in trouble for cheating.
Well, the deans are hearing a lot about it too. Folks have all different sorts of opinions. Some say I'll let them off. Others say, not when you laugh. Others say, I don't give a baked bean. And instead of handling this like normal people, the deans have decided to have the Ivy Ring tried before a court of peers.
A court of what?
Peers. You know, equals.
Why would they decide to do it that way?
They'll say it's in the name of fairness in education. I say it's because they look at this situation and they see a piping spud. I'm missing the connection here. Hot potato, girlie, hot potato. This way you handle it and they don't get their fingers burned.
Ooh, sneaky.
Well, who are their peers?
You are.
Us? Does that make sense?
It doesn't matter if it makes sense. The dean says it's you, so it is. I got a list. April, you're going to be the defense attorney. Oh.
Why is she the defense attorney?
For the same reason you're on the jury. It's on the list.
Wait, I'm on the...
Cinnamon's on the jury, too.
Paprika.
Use a hanky when you sneeze, kid.
Me? I'm on the jury?
Isn't it odd that they picked 3 people just from this restaurant to serve on the court?
They're using student employees for this thing. You should see who they got from the library, to say nothing of the culinary department. What else is on? That Pizza Colossal place across the food court still has those spatulas we loan them, don't they? I don't know how many times I have to ask. I have half a mind to go in there and swipe all their ladles. Maybe even a colander or two for good measure. She didn't give you a part, Alex.
That's okay. I don't need that kind of trouble.
Trouble? It's going to be fun. I always wanted to play a lawyer.
Well, for me it would be trouble. I just really don't want any responsibility for deciding what happens to the so-called Ivy Ring.
What about the jury? Will that be any trouble?
None at all. All we have to do is listen to what the defense and the prosecution say, listen to whatever evidence or witnesses they come up with, and then declare the Ivy Ring guilty.
I'm their defense attorney, and you have no reason to declare them guilty.
Oh, come on. You think our high and mighty Dean's List scholars are too good or too smart to cheat? They're guilty. I always thought they knew somebody anyway.
Well, I don't see why they would cheat.
Thank you, Paprika.
With grades and with shoes like that, what more could they want?
They got grades like that by cheating.
You're defaming my client's character, Gleason.
What are you going to do? Take me to the court of peers for libel?
Think they'll let me?
I'm gonna vote innocent.
I'm going to vote guilty.
I'm going to appeal to the judge to have you removed for prejudice.
I'm glad I'm not part of this.
Don't thank your lucky chickens before they've hatched. You might still be in this. They could just be waiting to tell you. And suddenly, when you least expect it, guess what?
You ran in here?
You're late for a very important date?
You got a grade higher than a C?
The British are coming.
Forget the guessing. Did you hear about this court of peers for the Ivy Ring?
Yeah, in fact.
Guess who's going to be judge?
I thought we were supposed to forget the guessing.
Forget about forgetting. Come on, guys, this is great.
You don't think...
Alex?
What? No, it's me. I'm the judge.
Man, how do things like that happen?
The culinaries were asked to send a judge and a couple of jurors for the court, and I convinced them I would be the best judge.
How?
By making it clear I'm completely unbiased. I said some people want them to be innocent because they're on the dean's list and they're popular and so on, and some people want them to be guilty for the same reason. But I don't care at all. I'm unbiased.
You don't care?
No.
I'm going to be the defense attorney in front of an indifferent judge.
You're going to be the defense lawyer? So who's going to be the offense lawyer?
Prosecuting lawyer.
Whatever.
I don't know who they picked, but do you care?
No, gotta run. Just wanted to let you guys know.
This gets more and more interesting.
Yeah, sorry you're gonna miss it.
Maybe they'll let me into the courtroom, be a part of the audience.
Audience? I wonder what I should wear.
Alex, can you go over to the Pizza Colossal and get our spatulas? I just got off the phone and they should have them ready. If they don't, come back with the colander.
Sure. You are joking about the colander thing, right?
Oh, and one more thing. The deans want you to be the prosecuting attorney. I think that's it for that subject. Yeah, you're the last one on the list, except for me. Have fun, kids.
Told you not to count your chickens.
Well, Alex, at least you know they'll let you in now. I need to be heading home. Bye.
Yeah, me too. And just think, now you two are going to be rivals.
Bye, Gleason.
Bye, Paprika.
That's not true, is it?
Well, yes, in the courts we'll be rivals. You will be trying to convict my clients, and I will have to defend their innocence.
But you don't know they're innocent.
You don't know they're guilty.
Yes, but...
But what?
I don't know. My brain hasn't caught up yet.
Look, it won't be a big deal. I'll do my best to prove them innocent, you do your best to prove them guilty, and may I win. Anyway, Alex, see you later.
I wonder if there's some way to get out of this. Hello, ma'am. I was wondering...
Just a moment, please. Dean Atkinson's office. How can I help you? The Court of Peers will settle it, sir. Yes. Goodbye. Now, what were you wondering about? Does it involve spatulas?
Spatulas? Oh, because I'm holding... no, I'm bringing these to the Big Red Tomato. But I wanted to stop by and ask you something about the Court of Peers.
If you want a ticket to see it, you need to go down to the Vents office.
No, Wait, tickets? You're selling tickets?
No, we're giving them away. We have so many students who want to get into the courtroom that we're making it a ticket event to keep things in hand.
Oh, I've been assigned to the court, the prosecuting attorney.
Congratulations. You must be here to learn more about it.
Well, I did kind of have a question.
And I have answers. Name, please?
Alex Smyth.
Here we are. This is your folder. You'll find all the evidence and information on the case in here. You'll also find a protocol manual for the court.
Protocol?
Yes. The college's purpose for this court isn't to get a preordained result. It's to decide the matter in a fair, dignified way that reflects the best in our American justice system.
That sounds good.
You're taking a class in American government, correct?
Yeah.
We've spoken to your professor. He'll coach you in the procedures and help you prepare the case. He's excited to be working with you on this.
Really? He said that?
Of course. He'll be pleased to hear you came down here. It's very responsible of you to come and ask about all this.
Oh, well...
Did I answer your question?
Yes. Yes, you did. Thank you. Now I'll be off with my folder and my spatulas.
Good luck in court.
Thanks. And outside it.
The kitchen table will work perfect. We just have to throw off Alex's papers.
They might be important.
Well, then you should be glad to have them off the table. You never know what people are going to do with something you leave on the kitchen table.
Maybe if we put him on his desk.
I'm right here. You do realize that, don't you?
Of course we do. Move your stuff over.
There's enough room for all of us if you don't sit in the middle.
It would have been easier just to start by asking.
But this is funner. What about this spot, Katelyn?
Sure, that works.
Bottoms up!
Ah! You just poured sand on the table.
We're making a sand picture. Don't sneeze.
I'll be too busy.
What are you doing, Alex?
I'm preparing for this trial. My professor's into it. Real-life learning, he calls it. The other students are into it. My coworkers are into it. I wish I could get out of it.
Couldn't you ask?
I could, but I won't.
Why not?
I'm feeling the pressure. Besides, all I need to do is present the case and hope that my professor approves, that I don't make myself unpopular with my fellow students, or with any professors I have or will have, and that April and I won't fight over all this. While I'm at it, I should probably also hope that I don't win unless I'm right.
That's a lot of hoping.
You're at a trial and you're not right?
I'm the prosecuting attorney in a trial, and I don't know if I'm right. The evidence against these students is pretty good, but I haven't heard their side of it.
So maybe you're going to get innocent people in trouble?
And I was just beginning to get over my doubts.
Maddy, they're probably guilty.
But they might be innocent.
That's for the jury to decide.
Right.
Okay, Alex, if you think it'll work out. Come on, Katelyn, help me put the glue on. Then we can start with the sand.
This looks messy.
That's because it is messy. But what matters is how it looks in the end.
Let me know.
All rise! Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes! Get up and listen here. This court is now in session. College versus the Ivy Ring. The tolerable Judge Travis Kelly presiding.
So sit. Now will the lawyer for the prosecution step forward to begin this rodeo? Because the offense always makes the first move.
Yes, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I intend to prove to you that the accused were part of a cheating ring, that they submitted papers written by other people, that they obtained copies of tests and distributed the answers, and that this was systematic and planned.
Go for it.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to call to the stand as a witness Professor Bauchmann.
Professor Bauchmann to the stand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
Sit down.
Professor Bauchmann, what do you teach here at the college?
Psychology.
How many of the accused are in your class?
All three.
And you were the first to accuse them of cheating, were you not?
No.
What? No?
No. I did not accuse the students of cheating. I raised doubts concerning the originality of some of their work.
Sir, what led you to doubt the originality of some of their works?
I noticed the papers each turned in were remarkably similar in style and even in topic. All variations on a theme, as they say.
And what did that similarity suggest to you?
That the papers were all written by the same individual, of course.
Do you have an idea of which individual?
Yes, that young man over there, at the defendant's table.
Why him?
Because in an essay test, his essay was quite like the papers, and the other's essays were different.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
The witness is all yours, April.
Professor Bauchmann, let's talk about reasons. If you review the school transcripts of my clients, you'll see that their GPA and SAT scores are high. In other words, they don't need to cheat to succeed. So why would they?
You correctly infer the high correlation between cheating and academic insufficiency. However, motivated behaviors are driven by underlying cognitive beliefs, which are in turn influenced by environmental or personal factors. A student who is extrinsically oriented or who suffers from lower levels of self-efficacy or outcome expectations.
Overruled.
Your Honor, I think I object.
You think?
I'm guessing what he said supports my case.
Fine. The court orders the witness to repeat himself in a way that the jury can understand.
To put it in simplistic terms, a diverse array of social and personal factors may lead an individual, regardless of intrinsic scholastic facility.
Not simplistic enough.
What would be simplistic enough?
Perhaps, yes, Virginia, gifted students do cheat?
Objection, Your Honor. He's leading the witness.
Overruled. The witness needs the help.
Yes, Virginia, gifted students do cheat.
The court accepts the testimony, and the jury is ordered to make a note. Now, let's get back on track.
I forgot where we were going.
It's my witness. Professor Bauchmann, do you have any other evidence that the accused cheated other than the similarity of their papers?
No.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
The witness may be gone. Alex?
I have one more witness, Your Honor. I would like to call Elena Saunders to the stand.
Really?
Yes.
Well, this should be interesting. Step on up, Elena.
Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
I do.
Sit down.
Elena, you work as a teacher's assistant in what class?
In Dr. Napier's math class.
Are you...
All three defendants are in the class.
Have...
I once walked into the classroom and caught one of the defendants by Dr. Napier's desk, looking at an upcoming test. No answers, only questions. But for someone good at math, that would be enough.
Or for someone who knows someone who's good at math and can get the answers there, perhaps in return for writing papers. Either way, it doesn't matter, does it?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. That's an opinion pretending to be a question, Alex.
I withdraw the question, or opinion, whichever. Elena, did the defendant have a camera while looking at this test?
She had a cell phone.
Thank you. I have no more questions.
Elena, did you see the defendant photograph the test papers?
Not precisely, but she did have the phone out.
Can't you imagine any reason to have your phone out besides to take pictures?
Not while you're getting an illicit look at a test, no.
Even if it just rang or just vibrated? Can you even guess how long the defendant was looking at the test? You could have just walked in the very second she began.
I could have, but that doesn't mean I did.
But if you could have, you might have, and you don't know that you didn't.
And if I might have, I might not have, and you certainly can't know that I did.
Neither can you know that you didn't, so whatever might not have happened also could have happened.
Objection, Your Honor. I can't follow this.
I object too. Maybe somebody should draw a chart or something. Do you two think you can say all that again?
No.
Probably not.
Moving on then.
Elena, was this incident the only one of its nature?
Yes, it was.
Do you know if this defendant was disciplined by the professor?
No.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Time to wrap up then. The jury needs to get back to class. Plus, this robe is hot. Alex?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard Professor Bauchmann explain why gifted students do cheat. You've heard the testimony of these two witnesses. There's no reasonable explanation for the facts, except that the students were in fact cheating. There's no other interpretation when you see a student taking a sneak preview of an upcoming test. It's not a coincidence when 3 students turn in similar papers but notably different essay tests. All the evidence points to these 3 giving each other answers and doing each other's work. My case rests, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, in order to convict the defendant, you must be persuaded beyond the shadow of a doubt that they are guilty. Most of the evidence submitted so far is circumstantial. There's no eyewitness against these students, except in the case of one defendant looking at the test ahead of time, and that is proof against only one, not against all 3. Judging without any bias, you must conclude that you cannot be sure, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that these 3 truly were cheating. Your Honor, my case rests.
And that's it. The jury is instructed to think, decide, and give the verdict in whatever order works best. I'm surprised the jury is taking so long.
They've been gone 15 minutes.
Exactly. I guess it's because I told them to think. Still, how long can you hang around the vending machines and...
Your Honor, the jury would like to declare a verdict.
So declare. Well?
Give me another minute. I'm milking it. All right, now I'm ready. The jury finds the defendants not guilty.
This court is adjourned.
April! Hey, April, just a minute.
What?
I wanted to say, I understand why you won. You made a good point about the circumstantial evidence. Anyway, no
hard feelings. You presented one side of the argument, I presented the other, and the jury decided. Just the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah. April, did you really think that, were you sure that the students didn't cheat?
I'm sure of everything I said.
As a faux lawyer, I'd like to point out that what you said is that there wasn't enough evidence to convict them, but what I asked was, do you think they're innocent?
As another faux lawyer, I know my right to invoke the 5th Amendment. Well, I've got to go. It's back to normality and I've got a late class. See ya.
Alright, I'll see you at work Monday.
Alex!
Hey Paprika. Hey Gleason.
I just wanted to say that, although I voted innocent, I did like your speech.
April's was just better.
Thanks, Paprika. And Gleason, I don't mind. I guess I know what you two thought about it. What about you, Travis?
What about me what?
What did you think of the verdict?
Nothing. I have no opinion. I don't care. That's how I got to be judge.
Oh yeah, unbiased, right?
Totally.
Well, I'm not unbiased. I still wanted to convict them. I just got talked out of it.
Close enough, Gleason. Close enough.
Hey, Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hi.
How'd your day in court go?
I lost.
So the people were innocent?
I don't know. Probably only they do for sure. But the point of trials is what you can prove. What's that?
It's a tent made of plastic bags.
But what's it for and why is it here?
It's to help dry our sand picture, and it's out here because the sun is.
We wanted the picture to dry more quickly, but it was a little windy this afternoon.
And that's not good for a sand picture.
So, we built this little tent so it could get the heat without having the wind blow on it.
Makes sense. Is it done?
Just about. Let's show it to him, Maddy.
All right.
There it is.
You know, it looks pretty good. For being such a messy process, it turned out well.
Sometimes messy things do. Thanks for listening. Today's episode of Keep Right, titled Court of Peers, was written by Shannon McDermott and directed by Meghan McDermott. Music was by John Campbell, and the Keep Right theme song was by Charles Sivils. Our players were Keagon Doyle as Alex Smyth, Jessica Tull as April and the assistant manager, Greg Tull as Travis, William McDermott as Professor Bauchmann, Joel Walley as Gleason, Heather McDermott as Maddy, Brooke Noble as Katelyn, Cindy McDermott as the secretary, Brandi Doyle as Paprika, and Meghan McDermott as Elena Saunders. Sound design and editing were also by Meghan McDermott. Me. Keep Right is a production of Myristica Studios. Thanks for joining us.